Hey guys, I'm back and we're looking at an Olight. Now, we've looked at this model before, but this is different because we're looking at a special edition for Olight. Because Olight's having a sale on a holiday that hits me personally, means something to me. Olight is having a sale on Monday the 11th, Veterans Day. I don't know if Olight specifically was targeting Veterans Day or not, because initially they talked to me and they just said they're having a sale on the 11th. Didn't mention Veterans Day itself, but the S2R Baton 2 limited edition. Now listen, there's less than 1,000 of these in the world right now. They have 9,999, well, 9,998, because I'm holding one, that are going to be up for grabs on this flash sale on Veterans Day. We've seen this on the channel. I've already reviewed the S1R II Baton 2, but I did it a while ago. I think it was last, if I'm remembering right, actually literally a year ago. I think it was last November in my old place in Pennsylvania. Different test, small backyard and everything. It was just the regular black one, but so, we're going to look at it again. I'm not just going to tell you guys, hey, go look at the old video. We're just going to do it again. And we'll do the new flashlight test and new testing range that I have set up. And then we'll talk about kind of what's available with the sale and everything, because Olight never just, well, sometimes they do just say like, hey, this one thing's on sale, but there's bundles, there's discounts, there's different packages and stuff available. But let's take a look at what you're going to get in this sale. You know what? I'm going to take the easy way out. I'm just going to go in through the bottom. Oh, that's nice. I actually haven't seen it out of the box yet. It's a nice green. Okay, so on my video screen, it's looking a little bit more limeish green than it looks in real life. It's got more of a deeper hue, we'll say. But in any case, it's a nice limited edition green. And again, I'm connecting the green to Veterans Day because I choose to do that in my head. So the S2R, small, compact, EDC sized, great texturing on the barrel there. It's all milled aluminum, single button operation. It's got an LED battery life indicator in there. You've got the Olight magnetic tail cap charging, and this is also a magnetic base, so you can stick it onto stuff. You've got your dual use clip, so it will work. It'll function great as a deep carry pocket clip. You can also put this on the bill of a hat for hands-free use. Great grip on this texturing here. Really like it. But the thing is, a lot of people like a small, lightweight, light for EDC, and that's exactly what this is. It's very small, lightweight. There's Olight even has smaller ones, but to me, and I know that I kind of think I'm in the minority opinion of this. I like a flashlight that fills out the hand a little bit because I want to get a really good grip on it. And there are some that are about half the size or whatever. I know some people really like that because of the small space it takes up when you're storing it or carrying it. But I really like to have one that I can get a good grip, wrap my hand all the way around, even though it does take up some more space in the pocket and everything. But I really want to know I've got it. So this gives you that. Let me show you the specs on the box real quick. Less than 3.5 ounces. Lots of light, from half a lumen all the way to almost 1,200 lumens in this little package right here. You get this nice pouch. Now, some of them come with this nice pouch, some of them don't. Some come with a little holster, some don't. I like this pouch. I've never actually put an Olight in this little pouch, but I've used these pouches for other things, so it's a nice kind of velvety feel pouch. If you are a fan of the blue accent, because the normal, the standard S2R comes with the blue clip and has the blue accents. Well, there you go. You got the blue clip that you can put on there. Limited edition one comes with the black. Let's see what that looks like. And I like the blue. I love Olight's little blue accent on there. What do you guys think? Blue? I'll put the black one back on right for now, just because, you know, that's what comes on it. But it's nice that they give you the option. Cool. Magnetic tail cap for charging. I say this every time we see this. This is the easiest, my favorite way to charge a flashlight in the world. Plug it into a USB and just put it on there. What I often forget to tell you guys is that there's a little LED indicator in there. Red for when it needs charging, and then green for when it's all done. Very simple. Very easy to use. You get a lanyard that I'm actually not going to put on right now, but with their nifty little pin that makes it so easy to get in there and use. Like all Olights, I'm sure. Gotta open this up. Let's see. They give you protection so your battery isn't run down in shipping or anything. 3200 milliamp, 18650 rechargeable battery, button top, not flat top, just so you remember that. I'm pretty sure it was in this way when we opened it. I love the external charging factor on these things. It's just so easy to do. And it's compatible with a lot of Olight's other systems. I've tried this in the L dock. There's another recharging dock it'll work in. So cool, easy to use, easy to recharge wherever you go. That's why I like Olight. They're really innovative with the way they do stuff. In addition to the fact they just make nearly unbreakable stuff. This, by the way, will also run off of two CR123 alpha batteries. So if you don't have the opportunity to recharge your one battery that's in here, you do have an alternate to use, which is cool. I didn't realize that you could replace an 18650 with those. I don't know if you can do that with all 18650 operated lights or if that's just one for here. I have to check that out, but it says it right here in the instruction manual. Pretty nifty. IPX rating, 2 meters for at least 30 minutes underwater. Nice, reliable, cool. Like a lot of the new modern Olights with single button operation, if you were to hold it down from an off position, it's going to give you that half lumen moonlight mode. So I'm going to do that now. And that's half a lumen. And you'll see it. We're going to take it outside and use it. Half a lumen. For helping to preserve a little bit of your night vision, or just low power, preserves the battery for a long time. Okay. Now that's not part of your regular. You're not going to cycle through that in your regular mode. Yeah, it has a memory mode, so it will go to the last mode that it was on. So since we last used it on Moonlight, that's why it's turning on to Moonlight now. But if we were to hold it down. Now we're in low mode, so we're going right from half a lumen to 15 lumens, which is pretty good. And it's hard to see, but you can see the LED indicator green for us. Hold it down again. Here's medium. Okay, now we're in 120 lumens. We're about to go to 400. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. No, actually, I'm going to go straight to turbo. So this is going to might be bright, or the camera might just attenuate the light for us, but turbo mode, double click that button. And yeah, you're not going to see, you'll see it better outside. But there's turbo mode going to 1150 lumens. And then I'll hold the button down and it's going to bring us back to the low power mode. This light has a timer function that you can access too. So a short timer and a long timer, 3 minutes and 9 minutes that you can turn on and use just to make sure you don't kill your battery or anything like that. Which is cool, and it'll automatically turn off. It has lockout features as well, so that it doesn't accidentally turn on. And there's an automatic timer on the turbo mode as well, so that the flashlight won't overheat. After it's been in turbo mode for what I believe is 2 minutes or 3 minutes, it goes directly down to high mode. You can always put it back in turbo mode if you need that much extra light, but it's just designed to save your battery and save the heat on the light. What I didn't show you yet is the strobe, which is going to be 3 clicks from either off or any other light setting. So here's strobe warning, which as a self-defense type feature, shine it in somebody's face and disorient them. And from here, you can just hold the button down and go to any other mode of the flashlight. Let's go ahead and take it outside and see how it works. All right, folks. So, like I said, inside, I'm doing this again because last time I tested this light was a little over a year ago, and it was, at the old place. Someone's actually driving around out here at this time of night. That's crazy. I was at the old place, old flashlight test. I'll put a link to the old flashlight test in the video description, but I like this test a lot better. I'm freezing out here. It's really cold. Doing it for you guys because I love you. Out in, in Haunted Red Shed number 2, I've got, which is measured exactly 100 feet from where I'm at, and I got the camera zoomed in just a little bit. I've got some reflective range markers tacked up there. 50 feet from where we're at, but offset a little bit to the right. I've got a trekking pole put in the ground with some also reflective range markers. So we'll be able to, test this thing out and show you how well it works. Much more open ground than the last time I tested this light, so we'll really get a good view of what it does. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is my hand is in front of the camera, but you can't see anything right now, so I'm going to turn on moonlight. There's your 1 lumen mode, okay? And I have it right on top of the camera. You can't see much. I'm going to pan the camera down, just so you can see right in front of the ground all the sparklies, because everything's frosted over. Okay. So good for, preserving your night vision stuff. I just realized. Now I don't know if it's actually looking at where I wanted it to look or not. We'll figure it out. Let's turn on low power mode. And on low power mode, okay, so over on the right, you can see the 50-foot markers. Naked eye, I can just barely make out those 100-foot markers. I'll have to see if they're coming out on the video when I look at it. But you can see the 50-foot. And you can see a little bit of the ground in front of the camera as I'm moving the light around. Okay. Let's move this up to medium. And actually, medium is pretty good for your just standard outside work. Very nice bright reflectiveness on the 50-foot. I can see the 100-foot. You can see it on the camera pretty well too, but naked eye, it's great. You see off into the wood line a little bit. Let's do high. Very nice, very bright. Okay, so this is 45 degrees to the right, 45 degrees to the left. Great coverage. Nice wide angle. Let's check out turbo mode. Which is, nice. Great for EDC work. I can actually see down into the woods a little bit pretty nicely. Can see those reflective range markers without even needing to, you can see the color of them out there without needing them to reflect. And we'll cycle back through. Here's high, again, to turbo. Okay. And I'm going to turn it off. Well, I'm going to cycle back down to low. All right, I'm going to turn it off, and here comes strobe. Pretty bright and fast. And now let's just go back to 1, 2, 3 to high. So smaller than a lot of Olight's like more tactical type series. But in terms of an EDC light, small, good power. And I want to zoom in a little bit down at the 100-foot light range markers just so you can see. So this is on low power. There we go. On low power, you can see we're hitting them. Medium, high, okay, and then turbo. So very good power on this thing. Let's zoom all the way out. This is still on turbo. This is 45 degrees. 45 degrees. It's a good amount of light from Such a small, lightweight flashlight. I'm shivering out here. I'm ready to go inside. I'm a cold weather wuss, and I have no problem admitting it. Good in the desert in the summer, not so good in the winter months. All right, let's take it in. You can see. Well, you can see, I mean, for a light this size, like I said, this size, this weight, really, really functional, gives you a lot of options. You really, I mean, unless you really need a bright light, you don't need to take it out of low or medium that often. It's a really good light to have. And for those collectors among us, limited edition, need I say more? As for what is available, you know, what's the going price, what's the sale price, what's available in bundles, I can tell you that some of the bundles, one of the bundles maybe does involve this cool guy that we saw before, the i3 UV EOS, the small UV light. Now, I just did a video on this like a week ago, so I'll put the review video to this, the link in the video description, so you can check that out. This is a pretty, I mean, I have UV lights that are 3 times the size of this thing that aren't as good, that don't provide as good a quality UV light as this. I know that that's involved. And there's some other accessories and stuff. But as usual, I'll put all of the bundle and sale details in the video description with a link to the Olight website so you can check it out. And as usual, this video will actually be posted the day before the sale on the Olight website so that it'll give you guys, you know, a chance to, you know, prepare, see what you want to do, and all that other stuff. So this one being, you know, a limited edition, and Olight already having provided me with an S2R Baton 2 a year ago, I will be donating this one to the first time deployment kit of a I think the youngest child of the friend of one of my parents, who is getting set for his very first combat deployment. And I think it's a cool thing to have. You always use a good flashlight. What better thing to do, I'll say, with a special edition light being released on Veterans Day than to send it off with somebody who's going to be doing the actual job, you know, carrying on. I wish I could. I wish I was still doing it. Oh, God, I wish I was still deploying. But, yeah, this one's going to be packaged back up and on its way. I'm so jealous, guys. I'm so jealous. Okay, but anyway, that's not the point. Feel free to share your thoughts. You know, I love Olight. My favorite light company. They just have some of the very best handheld lights. But definitely check out the video description for all the info on the sale and the bundles and everything. You know, it's one of their most popular ones for a reason, I guess. So, anyway, guys, if anyone does end up scoring one, let me know. So, as always, you guys all are absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.